Hey everyone, how's it going? So, I have a little bit of room left on this paper that I've been working with the last couple of days with for the dual-handed drawing practice, and I figured I'll just go ahead and fill in that spot, and that'll be today's video, and then tomorrow I'll work on something else. So as you can hear, my air conditioning is going today as well. It's just too hot to leave it off anymore, so I will speak up so you can hear me over it. And, alright, let's get to it. So, I have my trusty Faber-Castell Pitt Artist Pens and Flesh Tones. And I'm gonna see what I can do there with that. I'm gonna probably make a little bit of a mess. But in the meantime, I'll be getting some practice in. So at the moment, I'm just blocking in the flesh tones we have here. And these are the two that show up best on screen because they're darker. So lost a cap. Pen cap fell right off. Oh well. It's not like it hit the floor, so should be safe from the doggos. Now my spacing is probably off, but I'm just giving myself a rough idea and also warming up a little bit too. Alright. I decided to work in colors today. Mostly I do have my black liner inking pens around too, but for now I'm gonna leave them to the side, and then when I start maybe getting a little more, that's gonna do me really well, isn't it? Look at that. Get a little more detailed in a minute. That leg definitely got away from me. My idea was to use the colors for her clothes and lead them into the, you know, these lines for the clothes and then the other lines for the flesh tones and so on, but measurements have gotten away from me a little bit. This one's going to cut in over here. I don't want to draw over her hand though, because I think this part was the best of that, the best bit of this drawing, this particular exercise that I did, so I don't want to lose that. And I'll get to where my lines are smoother in the dual-handed drawings, but for right now, I'm just having fun. I want to loosen up with it too, so I get more comfortable and get to where I can work farther apart with my hands. That will come with time, just like the left-handed practice that I do. I'm much more comfortable with my left hand than I was at first because I practiced. So think her torso is probably a little shorter than it should be, but we'll see. It's a nice break, too. I got her hand in the wrong spot from the mixed media paintings I've been working on, which are coming along pretty well. I've started working on the vertical, on the vertical one, and I like it so far. So, this weekend, hopefully I'll be comfortable with how far I've gotten with it, and I'll share that with you this weekend so you can see the progress I've made. Yeah, she's... Whew. When I used to take figure drawing classes, I wish I had done this when I had practiced this then, because the gestures would have been a blast. They would have a live model, and then the model would hold the pose for a set amount of time when the class would first start, just for warm-ups. So they wouldn't usually hold it for more than a minute, and you'd have to get as much information as you could within that minute drawn. And sometimes you had even less time than that. Sometimes it'd be like 30 seconds. But this would have been really cool to do then. I still can. I get, practice gestures like this, but I'm just saying at that time that would have been really cool. Okay, I gotta figure out what to do for her hair. Let's see. I was gonna give her crazy color hair, this orange, but I think I'm going to skip that and use it for her shoes, even though that this one does not show up very well over the flesh tone. And then clearly it's just a little bit there. Just won't worry about the details there, because I don't want to take too much away from this one. Even though that one's not really fleshed out, it's kind of stopped, not too far into it. I still like to keep that there. Okay. If I were doing this live and y'all were watching it, I would ask for a vote what to do with her hair. But alas, it's not what we're doing. So, I can't remember if this brown is any good or not. Let me see. You see that? I'm right under my counter. Let's skip it. It's a very dark blue. Let's see. This purple is... The color has come off of it. I can't really tell. The blue is deep sea blue. Oh, yeah. Okay, so her hair... It's very curly. I'm using a reference, so probably keep the hair as is. Lord. Some wild hair. Would probably look much better in black, but right now, we'll shape it out in a minute. Okay. Let's see. Work on the face, right? Or do I want to start with the hands and then go with the face? I'm gonna go with the hands first. Yeah, that'll work. Trusty 0.4. Where's my 0.5? Found it. Okay. Let's see. Even though the hands don't usually turn out quite proportionate when I do them like this, I think at the moment I feel most comfortable drawing hands dual-handed. And even though the proportions are off, I like the way that they turn out. So, for the most part. I say that and then I mess up her finger. I still like them though. You know what I'm gonna do after I finish this video and finish filming it and posting it? I'm gonna bake some cookies. I've got some pecan turtle cookies full of chocolate and caramel goodness. I'm gonna treat myself to those. Alright. Let's see. This hand. Yeah. I got... This arm is a little funky. And it messed me up on where her hand is really supposed to be. It's alright. As I get more comfortable with using both hands at once, because it feels weird. So I get a little more comfortable, then I'll start worrying about being more precise. I think right now, if I try to get all of that in at once, I might start to get a little like, oh, but I can't do it, or oh, I should be to this point now, and no. I just want to enjoy it and have fun. And it's cool to see a completely different style coming from me. For me, anyway. Hopefully you're enjoying it. Ready to brave drawing the face. Let's see. Have to get this down so I can start practicing with my feet. But I don't know that I'm going to make videos of that. There. Okay, so she got a little bit away from me on that chin. That's okay. Should have left some white space there for her teeth. Instead of just coloring that all in. I was out of control like a wild potato. Alright. Hopefully you got that reference. Maybe I should have left her mouth closed instead of having her smile like that, but I am going to give her some little bit of lipstick, I think. The red is gone. It's because I use the red so often for lipstick, probably. For my characters, not for me. That would be weird. Most of the women I draw tend to have red lipstick. So. Well, we are at 18 minutes, so I think I'm gonna call it. I had fun. I hope you did too. Thank you again for choosing to spend your time watching my videos. I really do appreciate it. It really does mean a lot to me. If you haven't already subscribed and you'd like to, I'd really appreciate that too if you'd hit the subscribe button. Any questions, comments, just want to say hi, feel free to leave those in the comments down below as well. And anytime you see a video of mine that you like, please feel free to share the link on your social media pages, or text them to a friend like, hey, you guys see this? And I will be back here tomorrow. So thanks for hanging out with me, and I will see you then. Bye-bye.